I just got back from 2 weeks of vacation and I went to the gym voluntarily every other day and nobody made me. Now, if you heard our episode from a couple of weeks ago before the vacation, I was a different man. I stood right here and I told our guest, Devin Castro, and surgeon, that I misbehave on vacation, that vacation is for me the Fitness Witness Protection Program, new city, new me, no squats. And then I got to Chautauqua, New York, and I found the Turner Community Center, which, for the record, was not the sad travel gym I predicted. The one with the elliptical from 2003 and the TV on cable news just looping on mute. It's a real gym with like real equipment. And in July, a truly staggering number of people who all seem to know each other. So this week is report card week. Surgeon is here. He's going to grade my homework. And I should warn you, there is an item on my transcript we need to discuss because he and Devin gave me exactly one instruction. Big compound movements on vacation. Don't isolate. And I did isolation workouts for 2 weeks on purpose. It's great. We're going to find out how much trouble I'm in. We're going to figure out how to behave like decent human beings in a crowded gym. And we're going to talk about what the first week back is supposed to feel like. I'm Pete Wright. He's Surgeon Inyats, my trainer, my judge, and today, my jury. This is Built for Health.
What did you do?
Oh, man. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Now, I'm doing good.
First things first, before I tell you what I really did, what did you expect me to do for 2 weeks in New York? You could be honest about your expectations for me specifically.
Maybe work out once or twice a week, find a way to maybe not exactly go look for the gym, but like go for a walk or something like that, a hike, things like that.
You think of me as a fragile flower.
That's kind of...
I get it.
It's kind of what most people do. I mean, I'm sometimes guilty of that too. I don't always go to the gym. Depends where I am, but so
it was nice. The routine was nice. Get up early in the morning, but it's because it was wicked hot. The heat. We had heat dome over most of Western New York while we were there, and so getting up early in the morning and heading to the gym was actually not the worst thing I could do. I went in myself thinking, okay, 20 minutes twice a week is probably going to be plenty, and I overshot my own expectations. Who knew I was a guy who vacation gymmed? That felt pretty good. So every other day, is that actually, that's kind of what we do right now. Is that kind of a smart split when you're traveling, or did I just get lucky that it maps onto a reasonable recovery pattern?
No, that's good. You did great. A lot of people don't do that much. So it's just the only thing that I'm usually concerned when people go on vacations is that they're, finally they're getting into the habit when they're here of coming in and working out regularly. It doesn't matter how they feel, but they have a routine and they come in. So you lose that momentum in that routine. So when people go on vacation, come back, it's hard for them to get back into that routine. But if you establish some kind of routine when you're gone, that means you're keeping that momentum, and it's a lot easier when you come back to get back into that because you kept that habit, the routine. You're going to lose that habit of coming in, even when you don't feel like coming in. So that's the only thing that I'm very concerned with people when they leave on vacation, coming back, like waiting for them. When are they going to come in? When is going to be their first day? Or we're going to take another 3-4 days before they come in.
I've got to recover from my vacation. I need vacation. I need a vacation. I just had a vacation. So I didn't have, I had my phone, and when we worked together, you gave me a bunch of Trainer Eyes exercises, and there I go. I walk into Turner, and it is full of things that don't match. Right. Mm-hmm. So I think my biggest challenge, and this is our first major topic, is improvisation in the gym. Right. I don't think I improvise well. And so it ends up being hard for me to count and to track what does count, and figuring out what machines do what muscle. And this thing is full of machines. Like we do a lot of free weight balance stuff, and I didn't have a lot of choices on that. It's like ropes and pulleys and pushing and pulling, and so I would like some guidance from you on how to conceptualize improvising when I don't have a map.
See, it's hard, and you have to work with what's there, what's available, and knowing how to modify some of the exercises and how to put the workouts together. How to go maybe do a push-pull exercise, or sometimes you can't even do that because, things are taken. So you have to kind of figure out and do things that you have there that's available. So it's really hard. I can write the workout for somebody and they go there and they don't have that available. So it's like I have to teach you how to modify certain stuff, how to put those workouts together. That will make sense to you, so you don't end up doing like random stuff, because most people, that's what they do. They just randomly, whatever is available, just do it.
Yeah.
So
I tried to go by muscle
before.
memory, right? Like if it was leg day, I just found everything that looked like legs and I just did it over and over and over again. If it was shoulder day, I tried to do everything that sort of felt like it was doing my shoulders, and I think I got away with it. But you're right. Like there is a certain amount of randomness that I felt like I was carrying around, and it gets into our next major sort of area, which is gym etiquette and navigating a really crowded gym. I don't want to get there yet. That's a whole different thing. So I don't know that I was entirely random. I think I can say you've taught me something. I didn't feel totally desperate when I was in there. I guess I'm paying attention, but it did feel a little bit like not the one side I'm just doing random things. The other side of that coin is I'm way overdoing one muscle group.
Probably. And that's probably maybe what you did. When you look at machines for shoulders or legs and stuff like that, maybe you did, 4 different exercises for quads and maybe just 1 for the hamstrings.
Yeah.
Or, when you did shoulders, maybe you did like 3 different exercises for your front delts, but you only did 1 for the mid delt and maybe no for the rear delts. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what happens in those situations. So I've been in a situation when I go somewhere on vacation and find the gym, go there, and it's just packed, every machine. So whatever machine you get, you stay on that machine. You can't really move. As soon as you get up and leave, someone else gets it. So that's when you grab some dumbbells, right? And you go to whatever machine is available. If you have, a back machine that's available, great. You grab that one. And then you grab some dumbbells. So you can do one exercise on that machine and then one with those dumbbells, but you'll be standing right next to that machine. So you won't have to leave. Nobody's going to grab it.
Oh, that's smart.
So that way you go back and forth and you do 2 exercises at the same time, And, with the dumbbells, you can do a shoulder press, or maybe you do a tricep or biceps and you turn around and you do a back row on the machine. So that's kind of how you work with the gyms that are busy.
Okay.
And when you don't have things that are available to do. So you grab some dumbbells, you figure out what you're going to do with the dumbbells, exercise, and then you find the machine that does maybe opposite or something else, So that's kind of how I used to do it all the time. And
as a gym owner, that is great. I have a feeling that's answer number 1 of what I'm about to ask you. If you had to give an etiquette starter pack, right, to your new gym members, what are the top 3 rules that if like everyone followed them, it would make every crowded gym totally livable?
Well, the thing is, like, they have to know that, sometimes you have way more people than the equipment, so you have to share the equipment. You can't just sit on one machine, do a set, and just stay there and be on your phone and things like that. There's somebody else who can use that machine. So you either get up, go do something else, or, find somebody that you can kind of switch back and forth. You just got to communicate with the people there. And a lot of people actually don't mind at all. They actually like that they get to do something else, and then you work with somebody else and stuff like that. So that's what I tell all my clients, because I have a smaller gym. I don't have a lot of equipment. There's a lot of members that come in, and
Especially
then I just
during
let
those
everybody
peak
know those
evening
are the
hours.
rules.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's like 5 of us, 5 trainers training at the same time. And then, but we know how to work with each other. And then we'll let the members know. Also, people that are coming on to work on their own, you can't really just grab the machine and just stay there. And we all wait till you finish your 4 sets, or 5, whatever how many sets you do. So
is there language?
That's the major rule.
Like if somebody is sitting on a machine that I need, if they're resting between sets, like you set up the example, what do I say? Is there like a code word that regular gym members know? Oh, this person, I understand. I'll get up and go do something else.
Well, no, you simply just come over and ask them, like, hey, while you wait, can I do a set?
Yeah.
And most people are like, yeah, definitely, go ahead, do a set. They're resting there. They just did the set.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to go get some water, or maybe go do a set of something else. Or if they're not, if they're just sitting and they're just going to do that one exercise, then they're going to get up. And they're actually, everyone seemed to be always very nice about it. And they get it. They understand that, we all came there to work out. So they'll stand up, we'll do a set. Like, all right, great, thank you. And then I'm like, we'll come back later.
Yeah.
So, and it works. No one ever complained about that and stuff like that.
Do you have any rules around, like when I was a kid, I would go to the arcade, right? The video game arcade. And if I wanted to get in line, I would just take my quarters, and you put your quarter on the deck of the video game. And then you'd know that when it's your turn to play Joust or Galaga, you're up. Like when they lose, it's your quarter. Where do you stand on the towel and water bottle reservation system? Because there's a lot of that going on in this gym.
Oh, yeah. People do that on purpose. They leave a towel, a bottle of water. It's like, that's my machine. And they'll sometimes go do something else. I'm like, you can't reserve the machine. It's not your machine. It's like, once you get up, it's free. It's available for somebody else to work on and do a set, right? So I'll usually, if the towel is on the seat, I'll put a towel somewhere else on the machine somewhere, and then free up the seat so I can do my set.
Yeah,
all that stuff. And then once I'm done, I get up and I do something else. But I've seen people do that a lot. It's like they're putting their stuff, towel on one machine, water bottle on the next one, their keys and wallet next to the other one. It's like, that's not how you do it.
Well, that's
you can't just
I'm telling
put
you,
this stuff and it's yours. It's not yours.
I can't. Like, I physically can't sit there and look at my phone between sets. I feel like a monster. Like, when I'm done with my set, I want to fall off it as fast as possible. And there are not there were fewer people like that than I would have expected. There's a lot of like,
you'll always find those in the busy gyms, big corporation gyms and stuff like that. You'll find that. And smaller private gyms, you won't find it. They all know, they understand, and every owner had probably talked to every single individual that comes there, and they all know the rules. So
there is a standard in this gym. They say up front, we want you to grab they have these giant bins of moist towelettes, sanitary towelettes.
Mm-hmm.
They say, please wipe down the equipment before and after you use it. And that felt like overkill for me. And I'm curious what the etiquette is around cleaning your equipment.
I have the spray bottles all over the place. So I tell people, once you're done, just clean the machines after, clean after yourself, pretty much, and wipe the bench or whatever. So, and people do that all the time. So if somebody really wants to wipe it again before they sit on the machine, they can do it if they want to. But I tell them they don't really have to wipe before and after. It's just too much. It's overkill. So that's why a lot of people, and there's some people that don't care, so they won't wipe it after themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they probably said wipe before and after.
Because the last person maybe didn't.
A lot of people probably, then they're not going to do it. So if I come and I see somebody really used it and there's still a little sweat on it, I'm like, I probably didn't wipe it. I'll wipe it off, of course. But yeah, that's about it. Like it's just it let everybody know that how to just take care of the machines.
In the relationships between brief encounters in the gym, what is the etiquette around asking strangers who appear to have all their stuff together for advice during a workout? Like they're doing something, you want to learn to do it better, or they're doing a new exercise. I'll tell you, there was a woman doing an exercise that I had never seen before. It took me great practice to demonstrate it for my family after the fact. It was a mystery to me, and I didn't ask her what she was doing, but I feel like now I should have, because it plagues me. What is the etiquette around interrupting somebody between their sets to ask them what are they doing?
Well, once they're done with the set, you can ask them. Like I've been at their gyms before, and I had people come up to me and ask me, "It's like, hey, I see you do this and that," and I don't mind.
Yeah,
I'll explain right away. I'm glad to help him out, and explain in very detail and all that stuff. I mean, maybe just because that's what I do for a living, so I don't mind
right
doing it, and it doesn't really affect that much my workout. They're usually just like, I just want to take, a little bit of time. Like, I don't want to stop you completely from your workout. So they understand. They're just asking. And, if you give them a quick answer, they're fine with it. So, you don't spend 5-10 minutes just talking to somebody. But I don't mind at all. And actually, if you see anybody at the gym, if they're seem like they're really in a good shape and all their workout and serious about their workout, trust me, they'll be happy to explain what they're doing and stuff like that. So we don't mind, being interrupted, and it's kind of like a compliment. You're doing something really well, and they like what they see, and they would like to do the same thing. So don't ever feel afraid to ask for advice and stuff like that, because we always love helping new people that are coming in, that are they're doing the workout. We respect that. And we just want to encourage them to come and do even more and stuff like that. So educate them, teach them, and we don't mind at all. I think more people should do that. I wish more people would come and approach me and ask me questions.
Well, I think it goes to I don't know. It feels like it goes to my last thought about gym etiquette, which is like I was a visitor in a seasonal community gym where everyone else seems to know each other, and it feels like that mentality, like just being open and curious, it goes a long way to being a guest in someone else's gym culture, right? Like that's what I am. I'm a guest in their gym culture, and things are heavy and dangerous, and just sort of being open and kind can go a long, long way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I go to so many gyms and I know everyone, and as soon as somebody else walks in, and we all know that they're not the regular.
Yeah.
They just came in. Maybe it's their first, second time, but we always welcome them. We always help them out. If they need a spotter, they don't even have to ask. We'll just jump in right away and be like, "Come on, you got 2-3 more. I got you."
Yeah. Well, that's a great part. I'm glad you brought that up. Like etiquette around asking for a spot. Like, what are you agreeing to if you ask for a spot? Are you now spotting that person? Are you now partners forever? I know the real answer.
No, it's just, helping out each other well, because you both are working out. So you want to get most out of that workout. So I go to the other gyms all the time. And if I see anybody that needs power, I'll jump right in. And they're glad that I did, They're like, "Oh man, thanks. I appreciate it. I needed that couple other, last 2 reps and stuff like that." So, and if I'm struggling, people will jump in too. And I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
So we don't mind. We're looking around nonstop. Like where I go to the gym, we're all kind of watching each other, like just kind of help each other out.
Yeah.
So we don't mind at all.
Well, I'll tell you, I lived up to to Devin's daily deposit rule. I did eat my ice cream. I definitely drank my wine. But I feel pretty good about staying pretty centered around lifting heavy things and getting the cardio in. In fact, I was back at the gym with you the day before yesterday, and how would you grade me? I mean, how did I lose a lot? Do you feel like I really failed myself?
No,
I did all right, right?
No, you did all right. It doesn't seem like you lost any either strength or size. You look great. Everything was like it's like you never left.
I gained 3 pounds.
So hey, maybe you gained muscle. We don't know.
That's right. Maybe oh God, you've just totally reframed my. I need to vacation more often. Oh man.
Well, let's take the measurements today.
Okay, fair enough.
And check it.
That's fair. This is great.
Okay.
This is great. Eddie, final words on re-entry from the big vacation workout?
Just go slow.
Yeah.
Don't jump in right where you left off. The strength is not going to be there, because maybe you didn't lose any muscle mass. It takes a little bit more, to lose the muscle mass. You just, when you go on vacation, you feel a little, flat, like your muscles are shrinked and stuff like that, which is, not true at all. So, when you train regularly, your muscles are constantly storing that glycogen, which is basically the store carbohydrates. With that comes water and all that stuff. So you feel a little bit more pumped and full, and then you go on vacation, and then of course a few things change. You're probably not training the same way or eating, and your routine is off. So, body stores less glycogen in the muscle and you lose some of the water. So that's why you visually feel like you look flatter and smaller, but you don't really lose the muscle tissue. It takes a lot longer, and especially if you're not active and all that stuff. So there's all these other things, but when you come back, just don't right away jump in and try to pick up some weight. Start slowly, do your warm-up weight, see how that feels. Stay on that one for a week, slowly introduce yourself back to that routine and exercise, because you might try to go too hard and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
1 week, 2 weeks of a little bit lighter weight and not going right away where you left off might actually help you, and so you don't get hurt. But start slow, and then you'll see in a couple of weeks, third week, maybe 4, you're going to be lifting the same amount of weight that you were lifting when you left. So it comes back pretty fast, especially if you already worked out when you were on vacation. You'll see you didn't really lose much at all. So you might even see the strength come back faster than that, in 2 weeks.
You are already mulling over next week's episode. Do you want to tell me what it is?
Oh, yes. I want to talk about it. I've been getting a lot of questions, even from my members and other clients, and talking about peptides, because that seems to be a really hot topic these days. And a lot of people have been talking about it. And I see a lot of videos on the social media, and everyone's saying different things and talking about it. And, if it's good or not, should they do it, and how should they do it, and things like that, which is very interesting. So definitely going to talk more about that, and we're going to go into a little details and do a lot of I want to definitely do more research and stuff like that. So it's going to be an interesting topic. I'm excited about that.
I don't even know what it is. It's going to be fantastic. Peptides next week on Built for Health. Hey, check out the gym. Follow the links in the show notes. They're right there. Just swipe up in your podcast app and tap the links. Check out Elevate Fitness. We want you to come join us. The gym's great, and it's never as crowded as it was at Turner Community Center, because it is fantastic, and all the trainers there are great. You got to come check it out, and you can meet the aforementioned Devin Castro. Handsome, fine bone structure, a lot of fun to be with, great tasting clothes. So there you go. Thank you, Serchin. It's good to see you again, and I'll see you in a little bit in the gym.
Yes.